Hey, and welcome to our explainer. Today, we're digging into a puzzle that drives so many managers crazy. You've rolled out all these great employee benefits, but for some reason, performance isn't improving and people are still calling out sick. So why aren't these well-meaning policies actually working? Let's figure it out.
You know the feeling. You open up your laptop first thing, and yep, there it is again. Another out sick email from someone on your team. It's that daily frustration that just throws a wrench in the workflow, adds pressure on everyone else, and leaves you scrambling to fill the gaps. And look, this isn't just a feeling we have. The data is crystal clear. A major recent study out of Spain, for example, found that the absenteeism rate hit a brand new high of 5.3%. This reflects a trend that's really worrying leaders everywhere. We're talking about a huge, measurable problem. And the ripple effects, they're massive. For the company, it's a direct hit to your productivity, to your competitiveness. For the wider economy, it actually means more public spending on social benefits. And for the employees themselves, it can cause friction with coworkers. It's really just a lose-lose-lose situation for everybody. Okay, so what do companies usually do? Well, they turn to the standard playbook, right? They implement all these work-family policies, and these are designed to help employees balance their job with their personal lives. It seems like the obvious fix, but there's a huge hidden flaw that we're about to get into.
And you'll recognize these immediately. We're talking about things like flexi-time, the option to work from home, generous leave policies, and even support for things like childcare. The stuff you see in pretty much every corporate handbook these days.
So you'd think with all these fantastic benefits in place, absenteeism would just plummet and performance would soar. It seems like a simple equation. You offer support, you get better results. But what if I told you the research shows it's not that simple at all?
Okay, so let's really dive into this, because here is the heart of the paradox, and it's backed by a ton of research. Just having these policies on the books has almost zero significant direct impact on reducing absenteeism or improving performance. Just let that sink in for a second. All that effort with no direct payoff. So what on earth are we missing?
Well, the missing piece of this puzzle isn't about the policy itself. It's about something way more important. It's accessibility. This is the absolute key that turns a policy from just words on a page into a powerful tool that actually makes a difference.
So what do we really mean by accessibility? It's not just about knowing the policy exists. The key word here is perception. It's whether an employee truly believes they can use that flexible schedule or take that family leave without it coming back to bite them in their next performance review. And this quote from the research just lays out those fears perfectly. People are worried. They think if they actually take advantage of these benefits, they'll be seen as less committed, they'll get passed over for a promotion, or even worse. And that fear makes even the best written policy completely useless.
This whole situation leads to what researchers call a paper tiger policy. It looks really impressive and powerful there in the employee handbook, but in the real world, it has no teeth. It's a benefit that exists in name only because the company culture stops people from ever using it.
So let's connect the dots here, because there is a very clear chain of events that links policies you can actually use to much better business outcomes. It's not a direct line, but it is a really powerful indirect one.
So here's how it works. First, when policies are truly accessible, people feel safe enough to use them. That, in turn, reduces their stress and the conflict between work and family. That leads to better emotional well-being. And from there, the improvement in mental health actually boosts their physical health. And what's the end result? Healthy, less stressed employees are just more present, more engaged, and way more productive. It's a powerful chain reaction.
So the most crucial point is this. The policies themselves don't directly boost performance. They are the catalyst for better employee well-being. And it's that enhanced well-being that is the true engine driving lower absenteeism and higher performance. As a manager, you've got to focus on well-being as the key metric, not just checking a box for policy implementation.
So what can you, as a manager or a leader, actually do about all this? Let's translate these academic insights into a practical playbook that can help you turn your paper tigers into real, effective support systems.
Honestly, the solution really starts and ends with your company culture. It's not enough to just say policies are available. Leaders have to actively model using them and encourage it. Supervisors need to be trained to see themselves as champions of well-being, not just rule enforcers. And every single communication has to reinforce the same message. Using these benefits is a sign of a healthy, balanced employee, not a career risk. It's all about building genuine psychological safety.
So, I'll leave you with this question to take back to your team, to your organization.
Take a hard look at your policies, but more importantly, look at your culture. Are you offering a genuine support system that actually empowers your people to thrive, or are you just showing off a paper tiger? Because the answer to that question is going to determine your success.